Welcome to the lecture series on computer organization. Today we will discuss about the computer instructions that are supported by basic computer. Before designing the control unit, we have to design the instruction set. That means set of instructions supported by the processor. So first we will discuss about the computer instructions, different types of computer instructions. Computer instructions. We are having three basic types of instructions. First one is memory reference instructions. Let us see the instruction format for this memory reference instruction. Memory reference instruction means the instructions which involve memory operands. If this is the instruction, we already discussed the length of the instruction is 16-bit. So the 16th-bit location is represented as I, and the I value is Z. And the 16th bit representation is I, and the remaining part second field is opcode. Opcode is represented with the help of 12, 13, 14 bits. That means the length of the opcode field is 3 bits. This I bit, it will specify the direct addressing mode or indirect addressing mode we are using. This is 15th bit. And the remaining bits from 0 to 11, they represent the address of the operand. Address of the operand. Here in this memory reference instruction, we will give the binary code in such a way that we will code the binary code in such a way that the opcode value is in between 000 to 110. We will give the binary opcode in such a way that the range is in between 000 to 110. Next, another type of instructions are the instructions which involve registers. We will call it as register reference instructions. Again we will draw the instruction format for this. From 0 to 15, and the last bit is I. So for register reference instruction, we will code in such a way that the 16th bit is always 0. That means the I value is 0. And the remaining opcode value contains 111. From 12 to 14. And the remaining 0 to 11 bit contains the binary values which represents the register operation, which contains register operation. We will see shortly what are the register operations, what are the memory reference instructions shortly. So whenever the 16th bit is 0, you can identify that instruction as register reference instruction. That means the I value, if I value is 0, then you can tell this instruction is register reference instruction. And the remaining 12 bits are used to represent the register operations which involve registers. Therefore, here you can see the opcode for register is 111. In decimal value it is 7. If the 12th bit, 13th bit, 14th bit is 111, you can easily identify it as register reference instructions. Now come to third category of instruction, input output instructions. For this instruction, the instruction format is like this. The 16th bit is always 1 and the opcode is 7. That means in binary form it is 111. That means 12th bit, 13th bit, 14th bit is 11, and the remaining bits from 0 to 11, it represents some input output operation. Therefore, if the instruction contains the 16th bit as 1, that means I bit as 1, then you can tell it as input output instruction. And the opcode should also contain 111. So these assumptions we have to make before designing the instruction set, before assigning the binary code for each different instructions. We have to assign some binary code. There should be some sort of differentiation. This is the differentiation we have assumed. That means if the 16th bit is 1 and the 12, 13, 14 bit is 111, then it is called as input output instruction. If the 16th bit is 0, that is I bit is 0, and the remaining 12, 13, 14 bits are 111, then you will call it as register reference instruction. If other than those conditions, we will call it as memory reference instruction. So likewise, we have to assign the binary code in a different manner so that it is easy for control unit to differentiate all these things. So all these binary code assignments has to be done manually. So whatever the code assignment assumptions we have given, it is for our own designing the basic computer. So after making the assumptions, these assumptions, let us assign the opcodes, binary opcode for different types of instruction. First one is memory reference instruction. We have to define the instruction set. After defining the instruction set, we have to classify into 3 categories: memory reference instruction, register reference instruction, and input output instruction. After classification, you have to assign the binary codes. This is what we are doing. So coming to memory reference instruction, possible operations we can define in the instruction set are AND operation, AND, add, LDA, load, store, branch unconditionally, branch and save return address, and increment if skip is equal to 0. These are some instructions. So it is just for the completeness of instruction set we are discussing. So AND instruction means you will need two operands. One operand must be in accumulator. One operand must be in accumulator. And other operand, it can be in memory word. Other operand can be in memory. So one of the operand for all these instructions should be accumulator. Actually AND is a two operand operation. So AND memory word with to AC, and the result is again stored in accumulator. Similarly for add, addition operation will be performed with memory word to AC, and the result is again stored in AC. This is for addition. This is for performing load operation. This is for performing the load operation from memory to accumulator. Similarly store means store the value of accumulator to memory location. That means you have to give or specify the address in AR register. Then only you can perform the store or load operation. Similarly branch unconditionally. Simply you will shift to the direction of flow. So that means branch unconditionally means you have to specify the address. Branch BUN means branch unconditionally. BSA means branch and save return address. Branch and save return address. ISZ means increment and skip if 0. That means the contents of accumulator is incremented. If the value is 0, the remaining instructions will be skipped. That means the PC value will be resetted. That is the meaning. So after learning the behavior of the various instructions, we will assign the binary code. So already we made certain assumptions regarding the assignment of binary code. Just we will follow that only. If I is equal to 0, if I is equal to 1, that means if I is equal to 0 means direct addressing mode we are going to use. If I is equal to 0, I is equal to 1. If I is equal to 0, we will assign the address between like this 0 triplex. If I is equal to 1, we will assign from the range of 8 triplex. X represents values. Similarly for add operation, we will assign the values in this range. Similarly if I is equal to 1, for add operation we will assign the address like this. Similarly, for load, it is 2XXX for E. If it is indirect load operation, we will give assign like we will give address. If it is a direct store operation, we will give the address like this. If it is indirect store operation, we will give address like this. For branch unconditionally, we will give something like this. These are our assumptions. For branch and save return address, if it is in direct addressing mode, we will give the address like this. So these are the address codes that are given by the programmer, designer. So this completes the assignment of binary codes to the memory reference instruction. Next comes register reference instructions. For these instructions, we will define the possible instructions, register reference instructions. First one is clear, CLE. CLA means clear the accumulator. CLE means clear the E flag. CMA means complement the accumulator. CME means complement the E flag. CIR means circular right shift AC and E. That means it is a simply shift operation, right shift operation including the E flag. CIL means it is simply shift left operation involving AC and E. And next operation is INC means increment operation, and SZA, that means skip the next instruction if the accumulator content is 0. So we are listing this much only. Now we will give our binary opcode to each instruction. For this register reference instructions, we don't need direct or indirect because we assume only direct addressing mode only. For designing basic computer, we will assume as direct addressing mode only for simplicity. So therefore, you can assign some random address. Address as per this rules. As per these rules, we will assign the address. For CLA, let us suppose 7800. For CLE, it is 7400. You give address, some binary opcode 7100. These are the binary opcode given to each instruction. CIR means 7080, 7040, 7020. These are the how we will assign the binary opcodes to each register instruction. It can be changed also, but it has to be follow these rules. For register, you have to follow these rules. Basing on these rules only, you have to assign the opcodes, binary opcodes. Now finally we will discuss about the opcode assignment to input output instructions. Let us define some instructions and we will assign the binary opcodes. INP, input character to AC, output character from AC, skip on input flag, skip on output flag, interrupt on for enabling the interrupt on, for disabling the interrupt off. We will see what is the interrupt later, but as of now just we should understand how the instruction set is designed and how it is classified and how the binary opcodes are given to each instructions. So we can assign as per these rules. So this is the rule for assigning the binary opcode to input output instruction. As per this we will assign. For input character to AC INP instruction, you give F800, F400, F200, F100, F080. So it is up to you to decide what value you have to assign to each instruction. See, the computer doesn't know anything what you are understanding. So as per the binary code we have to design everything. So you are like a designer. You are a designer to this computer. Designer in the sense you have to organize all the components in the computer and then fix the instruction set and assign all the opcode values and then design the control unit. So this is how the architect of the computer will perform. So after designing the instruction set and assigning the opcode, now next means we will design the control unit, logical unit. So this completes the binary opcode assignment to each input output instruction. So thanks for listening this video.